지가 한
Never grew
What else?
활동
most
我係一個香港人，因為我喺香港出世，我亦都係一個澳門人，因為我喺澳門大嘅。但係我文化係一個國際文化，因為我係一個國際學校大嘅。咁我接觸咗好多唔同文化，好似係澳門文化、香港文化、日本文化、中國文化、韓國文化、西方文化夾埋一齊做一個新嘅文化。我唔係一個冇一個指定一個文化，我唔可以話我係一個香港文化嘅人啊，或者係澳門文化嘅人。所以我覺得我係一個香港人，我係冇得改呢件事嘅，我係呢個事實嚟嘅。但係我文化可以夾埋一齊做一個新嘅文化。
Hi, my name is Virgil Chen, Chinese, obvious and people Chinese and middle age. As to what determine what people think, I think very much in where they grow up rather than the nationality. A Chinese guy who grew up in America would probably think very much like an American. I grew up in Hong Kong, so I think a little bit like Hong Kong. I study in Canada, so I also think like a Canadian. Now I live in Macau, so I'm starting to think like a Macanese. So I do have a little bit of mix in where you grow up and where you live actually determine what you think.
안녕하세요. 저는 한국 사람입니다. 이름은 임경희고요. 올해 44세입니다. 저는 여기 마카오에 거주한 지가 한 9년이나 되지만 항상 한국 사람의 본질을 잃지 않고 한국 문화, 한국 풍습을 유지하면서 살아가고 있습니다. 한국 사람은 누구든지 어디에 살든지 그 한국 혈통 핏줄에 대한 집착은 정말 대단한 것 같아요. 저 역시 애들을 키우면서 항상 한국 사람으로서 정체성을 잃지 않고 글로벌한 사람이 되라고 항상 그렇게 키우고 있습니다. 누구든지 그 뿌리를 알고 산다는 것은 참 중요하다고 생각합니다. 예.
Oh, I'm Cameron DaCosta. I'm 16 years old and my ethnicities are I'm half Indian and I'm half Dutch. And the place I feel that is home to me is Australia because I grew up there and that's like I was born in Australia and that's where I feel like is my home. And when I finish in Macau and school and stuff, I'm planning to move back to Australia forever. And I feel as though not necessarily like where you are from, like where your background is from, is your like your nationality, but more is where you feel at home, which is Australia for me. And it's more of a nature versus nurture thing, and I've been nurtured into living in Australia, and rather than like feeling like Holland or India is my home. And that is all. Thank you, Jimmy.
Hello, my name is Daniel. I am currently 16 years old and living in Macau. I am Macanese, which is a mixture of Portuguese and Chinese. However, I don't find myself Portuguese, but more Chinese because I can communicate to Chinese people in Macau through language. and through language, people are able to connect and relate to the brothers of their country, because I don't believe it's where you're from or your ethnicity that makes you who you are, but it's all in the tongue.
Hi, I'm Liam and I'm currently 17 years old and living in Macau. I have been for the past 5 years, but I grew up mostly in South Africa. I believe that where you grew up is who you are, your culture, your lifestyle. My parents are both South African, but I feel more attached to South Africa, not because of the blood, but because I grew up mostly there. I mean, you could be Italian, but never grew up in Italy. You could grow up in India, and still feel Indian. I mean, you know. But mostly what I believe, it's nurture, not nature.